Hi guys, Diane here. Welcome to my crafty corner. Today I wanted to show you a little trick I used using dies I already had in my stash to make a pocket on the inside of a card for a gift card. I have a few little dies that make gift card holders, you know, that you would just make the tab to kind of slide it in, but I wanted an actual pocket. So this is a birthday card that I made for my husband last year. It was one of a couple, and I ended up not using this one, and I'm going to use it this year for my husband, but I have a gift card that I want to give him, and I did not have a pocket to put it in. So what I've done, and I'll show you how it turned out, is I made one. I wanted it to kind of look like a pocket. I'm going to use my Costco business card here to show you. And now I can easily just stick the gift card in there for my husband, and it turned out really cute. So I'm going to show you how I did that without having a die like this. Just here we go. Alright, so what I've used to do this is the My Favorite Things stitched tag. It's one of the largest ones in the set. I think it's next to the last one. I'll have it in the products below. I've used that. I've used the My Favorite Thing Snowbake die, and I've used a Lawn Fawn Landscape Stitch die. All right, and let me show you how I did that. I've also cut out the top part of that card, the little piece for the inside with the pink heart, because I have someone to use this for. Okay. All right, on this on the white piece, I'm using the Bazzill cardstock that I told you about in my favorites video. This is the one that has, I'm going to look up and put in the description what it's actually called. It's not their normal cardstock base. It's a special one, and it's got a texture in it that I really enjoy, so I'm going to use that. I, of course, am going to use my Cuttlebug. Let's see if we can zoom back out, back in. I guess that's it. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys how I did this. All right. So what I did is I took my die. I didn't worry too much about the length of it because I knew that I was going to be cutting the top part off. So I'm going to go ahead and place that in there. This bottom part the bottom part right here is going to be the part that's going to be my pocket. So the edge of the pocket. So you want that to be facing down. I want to get this, maybe if I go sideways. I want you guys to see it. All right. And I have, like I said, guys, when I want a really crisp image, I use a metal shim always in between my, you don't need it for these dies, but it just gives you a really crisp line. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that die out. Trying not to move it too much because I do want it to be somewhat straight. This is going to be a little challenging because the table is going to move. There's not enough room, but we're going to make it happen, right? All right. So now I've got that cut out. Can you see? So that looks like that. And then I took my die and I figured out how big I was going to want it to be. That's the next thing I did, give or take, because I knew I was going to put glue around it and all of that. And then I figured out where I would want the die to be. I'm going to move this out of the way, guys, because you'll get the drift. So then I found out where I was going to want it to be. I took the stitched landscape dies from Lawn Fawn, and I put it where I was going to want it. So I knew I would want that right about there. I took a piece of my 3M medical tape and I just kind of popped that into place where I was going to want it, making sure that it was pretty straight, because I want that curve to be pretty straight. Okay, and then to get it to fit in my cuddle bug, I've got to turn it this way. All right, so I'm going to do that, and I'll be back real fast. Okay, and so all that's going to do is just give us a really nice stitched edge to match the stitch edge that we already had around the rest of the base. And then I needed to cut that out. Now I could have fussy cut it with my scissors. That would have been easy, but I wanted to die cut it. So I used the My Favorite Things cloud die. What is it called actually? It's called, oh, Snowdrift die. My Favorite Thing Snowdrift die. And I lined it up so that my cuts would be just about even. And then I went ahead and taped that into place. And then I turned it around so it would fit on my cuddle bug. Put my B plate on and I cut it. And I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, and then you get that pocket. Only, I think that pocket's too big. Let me check. Yeah, because if you want it to stick out, so that pocket's a little too big. So if you were wanted to fix that, this is easy breezy. Oh, and I cut it out on the wrong side. I see what I did wrong. Well, all right, so let's just say, for the sake of argument, that you did this at home and you messed it up. If you want to cut it out on the bottom, all you've got to do is just push it in to where the stitches add up again. I'm going to show you guys this because we all make mistakes. And I want to see if I think that is big enough. If I do it there, it's still not. So we're going to go up a little bit further. So all you're going to do is just take it up to about where you want it to be, turn it over, and then if you just play with it, it'll fall right into the stitching groove. And I actually like that one because I think the other one was too small. All right, and then you can either tape it or you can just put it in upside down. I'm going to put it in upside down and run it back through my cuddle bug real quick. See, we all make mistakes, guys. All right, there we go. Now we've got the pocket with the stitching. It's the right size to fit our card. Perfect. And then all I did was take it and glue it. I'm actually going to use this. So that's awesome sauce. I just took it with that same glue that you guys know I love. I'm going to sit down to do this. I've got to figure out a better table system. My table shakes and moves. I've got a different camera stand. And you just want to put the glue all around the edges only. So of course I screwed that up too. So I'm just taking it off where I put it where I didn't want it to be. Because you just want to put it around the edges that you want the that you want to glue down. You don't want to put it where the card isn't going to go in. That, you know, that's ridiculous. That's not going to work. But that is what happens sometimes with me. You know, I would love to tell you I'm an excellent crafter, but I am not. And then I'm just going to center it up. So I want it to be just a little bit away, just like that, from the bottom, because I want all the stitching to line up and be nice and straight. And then I'm just going to go ahead and smooth it out. Make sure that it's all smooth. Make sure that that is a little open. I want to make sure to create a little pocket right there. I don't want it to close too tight. And then I'll smooth it down. There we go. Perfect. And then I just took one of the new Lawn Fawn stitched hearts, the smallest one. I put some glue around that. And I just stuck that in the middle. And then what I did for the other card was I put the Lawn Fawn I Love You, the new I Love You, right across the top. For this one I'm going to put something else there. And then you've got a perfect little pocket for your gift card, and this will fit right inside of your your card, your already made card base. So here's the one that I just did, and here's the one I did for you guys. And as you see, you could just sit that right on top of your white card base, and how cute is that? Really stinking adorable. So even with all the mistakes, which I'm going to leave all that in, that's how you guys can make a nice little tag pocket for the inside of your cards. And you could even make it smaller if you wanted to put a bigger sentiment in there. I'm just going with the gift card is going to say it all. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon.